global recession completely reset the landscape of the whole automotive industry, but hit the tyre trade particularly. As the developed world has recovered, they have noticed their automotive materials being drastically diminished. Emerging nations' continued development and urbanization has resulted in the increased demand for car parts. Tonight's episode of Million Dollar Traders will investigate the importance of anticipating tyre trends, knowing their implications, and translating them for real-world value. Before we delve into what information systems are used by the industry and the many challenges the tyre industry faces in the coming decade, it is imperative to understand what the typical tyre industry supply chain looks like. The chain begins with the individual components used to manufacture a tyre, namely synthetic rubber, natural rubber, fabric and wire, along with carbon black and other chemical compounds. These materials are brought to a manufacturing warehouse for mass production. Tyres are then delivered, most likely by freight or cargo, to storage, car manufacturers, or retail tyre and automotive stores. From here, they are either stored for the future, fitted to cars in the process of being manufactured, or given directly to the supplier or retail for sale direct to the consumer. The end of the supply chain results in old or unusable tyres being sent to either incarceration or landfill, where they may or may not be discarded appropriately. However, the tyre can also be sent to an energy centre, where it may be broken down and used as a low-cost source of fuel. This supply chain is relatively basic. Most of the large costs arise from transporting both the raw materials that make up tyres and the tyres themselves, as they are generally low value to weight products. There has been and will continue to be drastic changes to the tyre industry as a whole, as technology continues to make its impact. It is widely acknowledged that a successful implementation and exploitation of the right information technologies is critical to maintaining competitiveness. Many systems have been implemented to streamline processes, ensure standardization across global markets, and reduce costs. One point of accessibility with the logistics and transport of tyres comes from their nature of shape. Being round and symmetrical, they are easily packable and stackable for transportation, with minimal packaging material used. Radio frequency identification, or RFID, smart labels are often used to track orders along the supply chain, reduce logistical barriers, and ultimately reduce costs. The implementation of transport solution systems and office automation systems has resulted in suppliers being able to reduce freight delivery costs through streamlining orders and compiling orders together. Some other key systems include office automation systems, communication systems, transaction processing systems, decision support systems, and enterprise systems. The main challenge, both present and in the future for car tyres, is keeping up with technology and innovation advancements, as well as the worldwide increasing move towards sustainable practices and materials. The recent explosion in electric and self-driving car niche of the automotive industry means tyre manufacturers must innovate to stay relevant. The supply chain needs to adapt and be ready to respond to any of the wider market demands. Where customers may be buying electric cars for environmental and sustainability factors, the manufacturing of the tyre needs to complement this psychology. Environmentally damaging products have become almost taboo in recent years, and all numbers indicate this trend isn't stopping anytime soon. It almost goes without saying that tyres are indeed made solely of rubber. Australia discards of 56 million tyres per year, but there are organisations working towards turning these used tyres into useful products, while simultaneously working to save the environment. Tyre Stewardship Australia, also known as TSA, has set up the Green Tyre Project, which urges consumers to only purchase new tyres from retailers who have pledged to recycle. The rubber from the recycled tyres goes towards building new roads and playgrounds. Thank you for your time tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and see you next week on Million Dollar Trading.